Matt Harvey joins us now. Matt, welcome. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Matt, take me through the seventh inning the other night, especially bases loaded, no out after you don't get the double play. Did you have a lot left in the tank, or were you on fumes? Where were you physically as you started to work through that rest of that inning?
I was pretty good. I think in the one of the warm-up pitches, I started to get kind of a little cramp in my right calf. I think that was probably coming out a little too hot in the first inning, but I knew I was going to have to make some quality pitches, and I think that first strikeout was definitely big with the bases loaded, and then really I was trying to get a ground ball and try and get a double play, but that pop-up worked, and then obviously the ground ball to get us out of the inning.
Great inning. And Bernardino has killed the Mets. Last year, he just seemed every time he was up, he just killed the Mets there. So the strikeout, the pop-up, then the ground out, I mean, that inning said a lot. I mean, that really, to me, was almost a different test so far for you to see you in that position, in trouble for the first time. Some of it not of your making, clearly, and then to get out of it. It really was a tremendous performance. I'm sure even you with the little fist pump liked what you saw in that inning, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was, that thing could have turned around quickly and definitely getting out of that. And, I think at the time we were, I think it was still 4-1 or something like that. So, coming out of that was huge and it was a big moment.
I didn't get home until about the fourth inning that night, and they on the game they said that you came out, and I think it was Ronnie who said it, that you were a little jacked up, that you were overthrowing early in the game. Were you a little pumped up? Were you a little more excited because of the whole scenario and everything that was going on that night? You and Strasburg and the Nationals and everything. Were you a little jacked up for the game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I knew. We didn't do too well in Denver, and this is a big start. Opening up the series against the Nationals, you always want to, you want to win, and that was for me. I always know that sometimes in the first inning I struggle a little bit, so I really wanted to go out there, on top of the game, and kind of prove a point that I was here to win, and fortunately I was able to do that, and it just happened coming out firing a little bit too strong.
And, you can sense now what's building around here, too. I mean, everyone knows it. You are a smart kid. You're hearing it now. You're seeing it now. Your starts are becoming events. Harvey T-shirts, big tomorrow night. I mean, all your starts are becoming events and everything. That puts it's a new day. It's a lot. It really ratchets up the expectations. How do you handle that?
Well, I've just got to, stick with what I'm doing and stay on my approach. It's getting prepared each start, and it's going over hitters, the same way. And, I can't promise anything. I can't promise numbers or anything like that. I can only go out there and fight for each pitch. And, fortunately enough, right now things are going well, but, I still have a lot of work to do, and definitely, preparing the same each start and having the same mentality going into each start, that's for sure.
That had to be pleasing, though, what you accomplished, and it was a little different game. I mean, first of all, it's the Nationals who have given the Mets fits, and listen, might be as good a team as there is in baseball this year. I'm sure that start, when you left there, probably a little tired after that seventh inning, walking off the mound that night and hearing that reaction, that had to be a nice thing going. It must have been a nice thought going through your head at that point, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I'd read the Doc Gooden story on Friday nights and going out there and kind of making the field become electric. And, that's really what I was shooting for. I wanted to, bring some electricity back, and I knew we needed a big win. So, going out there and giving it everything I had was definitely something I was looking forward to and able to do. And the performance, kind of stood, and that was a big win for us.
Did you notice him sitting there? Did you know he was there, first of all, or did you just kind of notice him during the game, or were you told he was sitting there?
Well, he had walked through the locker room right before I was about to head out for my warm-up, and, I didn't get to shake his hand or talk to him or anything, but, I definitely knew he was there, but, once I got on the mound, it was time for battle, and all the extra stuff came out. At that point, it was just trying to get hitters out, and and trying to go deep as I could into the game and come out with a win.
As this starts to build, man, and it will. I mean, is it becoming a little? Is it gonna? It's gonna become more time consuming. It's gonna put, I'm sure, more pressures on your time. Anything you feel you have to guard against, or you think you can just business as usual and handle everything that's going to come your way here? Because it's going to start to come quickly. It already is.
Yeah. I mean, I've learned not to avoid anything and. Just bring everything in, accept it, and kind of use it as fire to, fuel the tank. And I'm here to win. I'm doing everything I can, and the team's making all the plays. And, it's easy throwing down back there to John Buck. So, like I said, whatever comes my way, it's a team effort. And like I said, I'm here to win and doing everything I can to do that.